cyber safety is actually top of mind for a lot of parents and teachers out there.
Many districts are replacing outdated systems with modern cloud-based technology. And Mark 43, co-founder and president Matt Polega, Polega, I should say. Matt, thank you so much for being here with us. And tell us about Mark 43.
Yeah, thank you for having me. So my name is Matt Polega, co-founder and president of Mark 43, a company that makes software for public safety response and public safety data capture. So if anybody's ever called 911 and the dispatcher says, "What's your location? What's your emergency?" That program is called computer-aided dispatch. And then when the police officer gets to the scene of the crime, then they have to write a report. They have to capture information about everything that they're doing every single day. And we also make a records management system. So it's kind of like TurboTax for police reports, making sure they collect data so they can continue to refine and improve their response.
Got you. And yeah, a lot of institutions, a lot more institutions, school districts included, are facing these cybersecurity threats. So what are they doing to sort of gird themselves against that?
Yeah, at the end of the day, whether it's a school or a government agency, they all have data that needs to be secured. It needs to be safe. We care that the data around our administrators, teachers, and students is really well protected. And Mark 43 is a cloud-native application. So that means that the same technology that powers Twitter on your phone and Google and all that good stuff is the same thing that keeps Mark 43 secure, resilient, and in those tough times, a real technological tool to help police officers respond to those emergencies.
Is it helpful to you, or is it not really a factor that so many of the students have iPhones and there's so much just kind of hands-on technology in the schools? How does that play into your system?
I really think that students being so technologically forward kind of creates a nice on-ramp for police officers to be technologically forward as well. It's been way too long where people imagine the image of police officers, with the cork board in the back room and the string and the pictures trying to figure out what the crime is. And at the end of the day, whether it's a phone, whether it's a cloud native resilient web application, these things that we're so familiar with, they should be performing and operating in the same way for public safety response, and ultimately doing things to make sure that our teachers, administrators, and school children stay safe.
And a lot of school districts are at risk because they're running on sort of older, outdated systems.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of public safety technology infrastructure is housed in the basement of the school or the basement of the police department. And that server is often plugged into the same outlet as the air conditioner or the fountain that they turn on, once per year. And for us, at the end of the day, in times when your need is dire and you need to keep that student safe, you need a piece of technology that you can really rely on. And for us, that means cloud native. That means the power of Amazon Web Services. That means 2 is 1 and 1 is none. We make sure that you have what you need in those most trying moments.
We started the school year with some of the colleges. Villanova was one, and then University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. They had some calls that turned out to be hoax, but they were for active shooters, did not happen. But are those the kinds of examples that you use for law enforcement to help prevent these threats before they escalate?
Campus and school shootings are just an absolute tragedy that none of us want to see. But at the end of the day, we really believe that if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And if you have data and you have technology and you have things that can better inform your response and get you to the scene of the crime more quickly and more efficiently, that's going to create better outcomes for the police officer, the student, the administrator, and the teacher. And hopefully at the end of the day, just keep everybody a little bit safer.
Very interesting and very enlightening. Thank you for joining us to talk about this, Matt.